Non-stop nonsense on the red team. As we open the map here, non-stop nonsense is going to put 2 people into stealth and go for a counter cross over here. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty standard opener for the red team. Mine will be having their Mesmer stay back. The blue team will be having their Elementalist stay back at Henge. Thief for the red team immediately coming in here, taking up against Korin here, is going to delay him. A very interesting strategy that we're seeing from NN here now. Guts is all over him, damaging him out. Back over here at the keep at the moment, we have Eppley taking on Conrad Quest. Other members of No Life are up on this ledge at the moment. Eppley just knocked 2 of them into the fight. Very nicely played by Eppley there. Zarag at the moment into this fight. Taking a look at his point of view, these 2 Guardians, as we usually see, duking it out 1 versus 1. The champion being whoever gets their team support in there first. Conrad Quest coming in to help. Actually, oh, wrong button. Conrad Quest coming in there now. No life carrier is going to be falling back, so it does look like this is going to be NN's point to start off with. However, a lot of damage from Team No Life just came out from a longbow warrior, I believe, is in this fight here now, and Eppley's going to have a lot of trouble tanking that, unfortunately, because that burn's hurt, and that's a pretty much full point AoE burn, actually standing a little bit beyond the point as well. Taking a look at Conrad Quest here, they just managed to take down Eppley here. Rez is trying to come in. No Life carrier as well is also down. Eppley was just rezzed up. Zarag trying to get rezzed up at the moment as well, but Korin as well went down there. Hawken getting taken out. Hawken stomping out, rather, No Life carrier, and it does look like this middle point initially will be going to Non-Stop Nonsense. Very nicely played, nice turnaround there on that middle fight. Back over here, we have a 1v1. Attacks taking on, I believe this is Adira here, yeah. Attacks taking on Adira over here at the mine point, currently having Adira winning this fight. However, Attacks is holding on extremely strong at the moment here, using all the skills he can. Water Tumen is on cooldown now, so he does have to watch here as Conrad Quest comes in to support him as well. Nicely dodged there. I believe he dodged the Frost Axe there a little bit, but he is going to get chained down here by Conrad Quest pretty quickly if he's not careful. We'll jump over to Conrad Quest's point of view now as he tries to take down Attacks here. Attacks playing very carefully. No Life carrier coming in to support this as well. And it does look like in just a couple seconds here, Attacks is going to get taken down. And almost got him out there. No Life Attacks is going to go to full down state now. Going to stop him out there. He's going to get him taken down. No Life carrier as well does get taken up. Very nicely played by Non-Stop Nonsense. So we are going to see a full 2-cap at the moment, holding an extremely strong lead. Non-Stop Nonsense at the moment, 136 points in just a second to only 12 points on Team No Life. A very significant advantage. Team No Life is going to have to significantly change up their strategy if they want to come back into this. Back up here onto the keep. Now we're waiting for this now. Riz Kamor coming up here with this longbow build. We're taking a look at how this goes. Running with Balance Stance, Berserker Stance, and a Signet of Stamina. Very interesting build. Very nice build as well. I think it seems pretty balanced off from my point of view, but I'm not going to look at the builds out of respect and as per my rules here. Taking out Eppley, trying to take down Eppley, and Eppley, oh no, is going to jump directly into this fight here to get on Guts a little bit. Guts jumping through a portal, I believe. Let's take a look at where he just went. Seeing where he is. Again, I think my mouse actually is a little bit off there. Falling behind just a little bit here now on these steps. Just shooting in AoEs on the carrier. Carrier realizes that it's going to fall back as well, but Carrier getting extremely low, having to use his healer, gets himself back up into pretty much full health there now. Guts taking on Carrier. Guts as well is going to throw down his trap there. But with that shatter, he's going to get taken out. Korin as well is down over here at the end, leaving this point to the blue team now. Or leaving this point to... I'm sorry, this is a really bad one. Hawk as well is down now at the moment. Riz Karor at choosing to utilize taking up his teammate rather than stopping out Hawk. But Hawk is going to get taken down in a second anyway now as he falls back here. Back up over here. Let's check out what we got going on at the mine. A 1v1. Attacks taking on Conrad Quest. Reinforcements from Guts is just a seconds away here now. Throwing in that poison field choking gas onto Attacks. Sort of just holding back passively, not directly engaging as event. Going to come in now, but unfortunately a Mistform is going to stop most of that burst from going in here now. Piling in. Going to cripple him with that illusionary berserker as he tries to come in this now. He might get escape, and no, he uses that portal. Uses that little self portal there to get himself back into that fight to support his teammates, and just in time too, as we have 3 members of No Life coming in to support this fight here. Guts taking a lot of fire damage, forced into his shadow refuge here a little bit, and Eppley forced to fall back there slightly for a second as well. Red team needs to reinforce this quickly if they want to hold on to this. No Life carrier using his Death Shroud there, and Eppley forced off the point as well. Guts goes down to residual condition damage. Eppley's extremely low, and Moen off the point. Riz Karora is going to try to take him down with the Illusion of Life. Is going to bring Guts back into this fight, and Guts, instead of utilizing to try and take down a member of the blue team, considering that fight was pretty premature in its infancy there, he did choose to fall back rather than fight that out. Back over here at the middle fight, though, we have Eppley below 50% health against No Life Attacks, who's trying to take him down at the moment. Corrin as well is down. Stops are trying to go in. Guts did manage to go down, but there's no threat to him at the moment. He's down in a pretty safe spot, so we may get rezzed up. We do have 3 members of the red team down. And they do manage to get, they did manage to get Corrin down there now, so that is going to bring them directly back into this fight. Gus just managed to self-res himself now, so it does look like this fight is once again going in favor of Non-Stop Nonsense. No Life holding on strong, though. Back over here at the Henge, they still have pretty decent control over that. Ooh, but unfortunately, we are going to see Zorago down here in just a second due to Hawk's pressure here. Back at the keep, we have Eppley still holding on strong, but again, No Life doing a very nice job of keeping him extremely low. I believe that's the 3rd time this fight they managed to take him down. At the same time, Riz Koror is down at the moment. They just interrupted him with the proper means, but Eppley's going to try to come in. Will we see an interrupt? And we will not. Riz Koror will be knocked out. Eppley being brought back into this fight now, keeping it in favor of Non-Stop Nonsense. They are currently up at the moment 305 points to only 76 points for the blue team. Like I said before, No Life, their window of opportunity is slowly closing here now, as Non-Stop Nonsense slowly extends their lead. And actually, back over here, interesting move by Conquest. They're pretty much choosing to let them have that. They are going to let No Life take that point. I think they're just completely secure in their lead at the moment, choosing to utilize taking mid over, taking their back point, which I think at this point, really, Non-Stop Nonsense just believes they can get back without any trouble. There's only one person back here, the Elementalist, at the moment. Back at here, we have No Life Attacks taking on Guts. Guts holding on, trying to take down Attacks, trying to get this point back for his team. Doing a very nice job jumping around with this sword dagger, but we tend to see a lot. We haven't seen it since the last patch, and it's survived despite the nerf to Flanking Strike as well as Infiltrator Strike. It's still a very strong build, especially at the high tier play. No Life Attacks is going to go down at this point with Burst. No Life again, reinforcing, unfortunately, a little bit later in Nest. They are going to use that Illusion of Life to get their teammate back into this fight here now. Let's jump over to Corrin's point of view here now, seeing how he's holding off. He's going to heal himself up there, popping his Distortion to give himself some time to breathe. Unfortunately, Guts is being extremely aggressive onto him, and more than likely might take him down in a couple seconds here. He's holding back, trying to find a safe spot for him to hide, but unfortunately, Non-Stop Nonsense rather is not giving that to him. He's going to be under a lot of pressure here now. We do have Adira down, but fortunately for her, she is in stealth as well. Eppley coming in for the res, and more likely we'll see Adira get back into this fight. Corrin is low. No Life Attacks is down. Riz Koror is also down here. Stomps coming in on both players. Now Riz Koror just got knocked out. No Life Attacks is down. Corrin down over here. And this fight, once again, will be going in favor of Non-Stop Nonsense in just a second. Jumping back over here to the Henge now. We have another 1v1 taking place. Zarag taking on Hawk. Hawk again being extremely aggressive on this far point, and even in the close point when necessary as well. Currently fighting out a 1v1 here. More than likely, this will take a couple seconds to go anywhere, but we have seen Hawk 1v1 Zarag before as well. But Hawk's going to be in trouble here now, as we do have reinforces. No Life Attacks, as well as Riz Koror and possibly the Mesmer as well are going to come in to reinforce. Hawk realizes this, and it's just going to completely fall back here now, running with a triple kit build. He doesn't have a lot of stun breaks or anything like that, so he's going to be forced to fall back here. No, falling into a corner. He's going to jump into stealth, actually. Yes, very nicely played. Jumps into stealth, falls around this corner. Actually, I'm curious as to what he's doing here. Possibly trying to engage the boss, force blue team into an engagement here. No, maybe, yes, no. No, he's, again, just playing very cautiously here, forcing this into a boss engagement, maybe trying to snipe the boss in the process of this fight. Blue team not taking the bait, however. They're going to go directly for him, ignoring their boss here now. Guts is going to come in to try and reinforce, but he's going to jump into that Shadow Refuge to keep himself falling back. And actually, NN is actually going to move forward here as well, coming in here, try and snipe this boss, and they will get it successfully. Very nicely played by Guts, sniping that boss. They're going to get this, and that, guys, is pretty much going to guarantee Non-Stop Nonsense this win here today. 500 to about 173 points. Eppley, Conrad Quest, Adira, Guts, and Hawk are your champions, and we'll be getting their ranks boosted in this match today. Oof. And so ends that one. Turn the webcam back on.